For my visual literacy project, I decided to do an infographic about the technological advancements of World War I created this using a blank template on Easily, which is a website I've had my students use to create infographics, and it's super easy to use. And I decided to do the technological advancements of World War I because this is a topic that I use to introduce a project-based learning project that the students do about the evolution of warfare. It was a really, really popular project with my students last year. And the way I framed it around World War I was talking about how different tools had to evolve in World War I due to the trench warfare. So rather than me lecturing about it or having students do a jigsaw activity, I used this infographic to explain this information. I chose just to do 3 different weapons and how they evolved just because it creates a balance in the organization for the information. I didn't want it to be too overwhelming, and I also didn't want it to just be one thing because it would be really empty. So I decided to make it red to make the colors pop, kind of doing like a faded background because it is history and making it look old, and then just using simple icons that came with the free Easily. And so here I talked about the machine gun. Basically, when it started, its use with it becoming automatic and how it helped in World War I, why it was adapted, and then why it didn't actually help the trench warfare. Then I talked about chemical warfare, particularly the mustard gas, and the same thing. Basically, all 3 of these follow the same outline of introducing it, talking about why it would be advantageous in World War I, and then discussing why it didn't really work. And so I did this with chemical warfare, and I also did this with tanks. I also, at the bottom, cited my resources just because that's always something I'm getting on my students about. So there's always this expectation, since I'm the teacher, I know everything, and it just comes from my brain. So I decided to model good digital citizenship and put the links at the bottom. And then I also just put my name and my Twitter hashtag because I do plan on sharing this online. So the way I use this in the classroom, I would envision having this up on the board and also sharing it with the students on Schoology, which is our learning management system, for them to look over. It would even be a good flip lesson to have them look over this at home and then come up with another tool that has evolved either in World War I or in another war. So yes, this is my visual literacy project, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.